You are in the port of Molde, Norway. You're with Well Traveled Life, and this is our Cruise Ports channel. And let's give you just a little bit of a look around and what to do and see right from the port. You're going to have taxis immediately available to you. And generally, if you come off the ship and are early enough, you can probably snag a taxi on the day of your arrival. Why would you want a taxi? They can take you to some of the outer places, and by that I probably think the two that you most want to go see would be the Trollstigen. It's about a 2-hour drive one way to get there, and then you're going to want to spend at least an hour to an hour and a half there, and then you've got that 2-hour drive home. So you definitely want to start that day early. The other option you would have here is the Great Atlantic Road, and that's the bridge. Maybe you've seen pictures of it. It's pretty fabulous and pretty worth seeing. Weather doesn't really matter. Go on a stormy day and maybe you'll see the water up over the bridge. Go on a sunny day and you'll get blue skies and blue waters. Either way, it's going to be fabulous. But this is not a tender port. This is a port where you are docking right in the center of town. So if you are here to do some shopping or local sightseeing, you are just right where you need to be. You've got shops, museums, the church, all of those things right in walking distance. To get to the cathedral, you're going to follow the street down on the right of the cruise ship. It's a main road, lots of shops along the way. And as soon as you get to the bookstore, you're going to take a left. If you go a little bit further, you're going to hit the city center and the Radshaus and the statue of the Rose Girl. That's not a bad place to be either, but to get to the church, you want to take that left. To get to the cathedral, you're going to leave your cruise ship. You'll turn right down the main road, and then you'll come up a street. And if you don't catch the street, you're looking for the steeple. It's big, it dominates the horizon, you'll see it. But if you somehow miss it, then you're going to go ahead and go up the stairs, and there's a stairway down just a little bit further. But you're going left, and you're gonna get to the church. Known as the City of Roses, the Rose Garden is just back behind the church. Remember, this is a little bit of a hilly town. You're gonna need to go up some stairs, but in order to get to the church, you gotta go up some stairs also. And once you're there, you're just gonna take a right past the church and come on over to the Rose Garden. It's just a very pretty little park. And right now it is middle of June and the roses are not completely blooming yet, but give it a month and they will be absolutely spectacular. The cathedral was consecrated in 1957, and it is a double nave long church. It was built in a Gothic style. It's got a 50-meter high freestanding bell tower, which culminates in a copper-clad pyramid at the top. The interior of the church has some really lovely stained glass, and it's richly decorated. It is the third church to actually be built on this particular site. The first two burned down, but there's an old wooden cross and there's the Easter morning altarpiece were rescued from the flames and still stand at the existing church today. Molde is the City of Roses, and so it's only fitting that you make it to the central plaza in town. This is the square near the Radshaus, which is town hall, and you'll see the statue of the Rose Girl, and you're also right on the doorstep of the kirk. And this is the most probably prominent and well-known architectural feature on the Molde landscape. In this plaza, you may have a market going on, and if you do, the one thing I'm going to tell you to look for is strawberries. These, if they are the strawberries from the Valldal Valley, and they should be because you're pretty close to that around here, these are the best strawberries you're ever going to eat. Down at the end of the plaza, close to the water, is the statue of the jazz player. This is a really important feature of Molde culture. Jazz plays a huge part of community life here.
We did a beer tasting at the Tap and Cork, which is a local brewery, and they also feature a strong jazz theme.
Across the street from the cruise port and the terminal, you will find tourist information, souvenir shops, gift shops, all of that sort of thing. So if you're just looking for a way to get out of the rain, come and do a little shopping in Norway. It's that close.
The North Center across the street does have people there that can help you figure out what to do, tickets and all of that kind of thing. But they also are a pretty robust shopping experience for souvenirs and gifts. If you aren't familiar with Moomins, those are the white, kind of large, hippopotamus-looking creatures. They're fictional. They started in Finland and they really signify equality, nature, and inclusion. It's a huge part of Finnish culture, and you'll see it in Norway also. There are obviously lots of other gift shops in town. There's also a grocery store. Boonpris is the Norwegian grocery chain that you might find. You will also find traditional Norwegian outfits, a lot of knitting and yarn and textiles. But Norway can be expensive, so even stuff that I typically buy, prices were pretty high. But don't let cost keep you from enjoying this beautiful city. Molde's picturesque white clapboard houses, the cathedral in the center of town, and their hardy people who embrace an outdoor life regardless of the weather are what make this city so special. If you have great weather and want to take a hike, it's 1 hour walk up to the Varden Viewpoint, which will give you a view over the entire city and a panoramic view across 222 peaks that are all over 1,000 feet tall. You need a little bit of sun and fewer clouds to get that view, but it is pretty spectacular. If you don't have the time or the inclination to make the 1 hour hike, it's just a 10-minute drive up to the viewpoint. You can watch our video on Molde and all of its surrounding areas on our Well Traveled Life channel, or we also have a Brews and Views video where we tasted beer at the Tap and Cork, which is Molde's local brewery. From Molde, there are a number of trips you can take outside of town that are really worth it. They take a little while. You'll need a driver, tour guide, taxi, or ship excursion to get you out there. But the Great Atlantic Road with its bridge from island to island is a spectacular drive. Go to Bud, the little fishing village that has a fair amount of World War II history, and there's also living history museums. We also have a video of the Trollstigen, which can be accessed from Ålesund or Molde with a 2 hour drive.